Well, welcome back to the El Diablo podcast, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This is the best podcast in the world. Everybody listens to it. And by everybody, I mean nobody. But you know why? I figured it out. It's because it's punk rock, Justin. It's punk rock. And you know what? It's alt. And not a lot of people know about this. And only the cool people who are really in the know, they know about this podcast. And then one day it's going to blow up and then you'll be able to be like, I knew about that podcast way before it was so cool. And so that's our 50 listeners. But hey, we are I'm trying to manifest. We are the most popular podcast in the world. And it is punk rock. So with all those things said, if you want to ever, we should add like the number. If you ever want to call in for advice or to like confess your sins, call this number on the screen. That would be fun, right? Nobody has called in yet with anything worth. Actually, no, that's not true. We've done a couple. Most of them are just like weird men saying like, I would love to have sex with you. But I am hopeful that you guys will actually call in to confess something fun that we could share on the podcast anonymously. Participation is important. It's a beautiful day in New York City. It's 55 degrees. Climate change isn't real. And it's December. It's the end of December. It's the beginning of January. Climate change doesn't exist. What more could we be excited about? Climate change does exist. I'm sorry, that was a joke. But the thing about climate change is, although it sucks, sometimes it's 50 degrees in December, and that's kind of nice. So, is it worth it? We're gonna have to ask everyone who's alive in like 100 years if it's worth it when they're getting boiled by the sun. Anyways, on better news, I'm wearing this jacket, my business jacket. I feel like I'm giving big business in this jacket. And this jacket looks great. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I know what I'm talking about, as they say. Also, Merry Christmas. When this podcast comes out, it will be 2025. So Happy New Year. I hope you had a good New Year. I hope you had a good Christmas. My Christmas was Les Miserables, but sometimes family be like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too bad. It was just emotional. I just want to chill, and everyone brings their emotions for Christmas. And you know what I'm over, by the way? Everyone at the end of each year, everyone says, this was the worst year of my life. Every year. It's like complaining, bitching after. It's like, is every year the worst year of your life? Really? Well, what's the common denominator here? Is it the year or is it you? Was this really such a bad year for me? Financially, yes. But I still had a great year. I made $50 total. But this podcast, it's blowing up, okay? And it's getting better every episode. And you should be listening. And I bet we even fixed our sound this episode. And the clips are, you know what doesn't mean anything, but does mean something to me, which is like the theme of my entire comedy career. The Instagram's growing. Not that this is separate than my comedy career, but the Instagram on the El Diablo Instagram, and the clips are doing better. They get 10 likes? That's viral for us, okay? No, we had one with 200. That's big. That's huge. You know what? Instagram doesn't respect me. I think that's the problem. I think this is, I'm just saying if we let Luigi out, I think I have some ideas. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying, if we let Luigi out, he's got things to do. He has assignments. So first assignment, he needs to talk to New York City because New York City do you know about this, Justin? They created, it's okay. You live in LA. They don't know anything there. So it's the problem with these LA people. They're so stupid. And I have to catch them up on everything. But if you're not living under a rock, no. So they're going to be they're doing tolls for Manhattan, New York City. So Manhattan to Brooklyn, every single bridge is going to have a toll now. So it's going to be $15 driving in, driving out of the city of Manhattan. I'm like, what else do you want from us, New York? Do you want like our blood? Is this because Luigi? Is this because of Luigi? Or why are you doing this to us? You're already raising the rent so much. My landlord tried to raise my rent by 3 cents. I said, stop it. I said, I'm not paying it. Well, he did $50.03. And I said, I'm not doing the 3 cents. I'll do the $50. But still, someone who makes $50 a year, $50 rent raised, that's a lot. But I'm just saying, like, this is just so crazy. Ubers are already, like, shitting on our chests with these prices. And then the second it rains, it's triple the price. I paid $100 to go 2 miles to the airport. Yeah. And everyone's like, just take the train, take the subway. I'm not dragging my luggage through the disgusting, like, grit and human piss and shit of New York City down in the subway. My luggage that's supposed to go in a room at some point, and then it's all wet, and then you have to go on the subway, and then you ride that for an hour, and it's like, I'm gonna miss my flight. I couldn't possibly do the math on when I would have to leave at 3 a.m, no matter when my flight is. So I don't want to do that. That's not an option. So I just don't know why New York City hates us. I feel like this is a little loud. Oh, loud. I don't know why New York City hates us. And so Luigi, this is my point. Luigi, we need him out. I think the government has spies. I think the people needs a spy. And his name's Luigi. Do you think he's going to get out, Justin?
No, I don't.
Oh, God. Remember when you thought Kamala was going to win, though?
You're not wrong.
And he was wrong about this. If we're going strictly based on stats, Justin is wrong roughly 100% of the time. So just keep that in mind when we have this conversation. Now, Justin, what were you saying? So you think he's...
I don't think so.
I think he's going to do a little time. But remember Wolf of Wall Street? So the only thing he has against him is all the billionaires in the world. And that might be a little hard to overcome. But he has one billionaire that is on his side. His name is P. Diddy. And so it's billionaires versus billionaire. And Diddy has a chance to redeem himself. I'm just saying, Diddy is a horrible, disgusting person. He doesn't deserve to get out of jail. But if he is able to, I don't know what he would do for Luigi. I don't think he has any pull, I guess. He could give him money. He could talk to you know what Diddy could do? Diddy could talk to the other billionaires who were in charge of him running this sex ring. Diddy so kindly was running this sex ring for bigger billionaires. And maybe he could be like, hey, can you throw me a bone? Can you help my man Luigi out? I don't think he's going to get out of jail, but I think the terrorist thing is going to get dropped. The charge, because he's being charged with terrorism, even though no school shooter has ever been charged with terrorism. That guy who lit the lady on fire on the subway. Did you hear about that, Justin?
This is all
No.
news to me.
Everything's news to Justin. Sorry. I'm kidding. With love and respect. With love and respect. With love and respect, everything's news to Justin. No, but there was during the holidays, there was this, I think she was a homeless woman, to be honest, and she was sleeping on the subway, and this guy lit this homeless woman on fire, and she woke up when she was completely on fire, which you would think you would wake up before that. But unfortunately, she did not make it out, and she got lit up like a Christmas tree. Not a tasteful joke, but it was a holiday joke. It was during the holidays, so it's topical. It's not respectful. So so he and not for nothing, not to be the white lady in this situation, but the guy who lit that girl on fire was an illegal immigrant. We do have an illegal immigrant issue in this city. We do. And they're lighting people on fire. Are all of them? No, but one did. So I think we could just assume they all do. Sorry. I take that back. I think there is an illegal immigrant issue, but I'm sure that's Trump's first thing that he wants to. I don't even think it's like a part of like his plan. I think it's more like his hobby. Like I think it's his passion to get rid of illegal immigrants. So I think he's going to get rid of illegal immigrants for fun, and then everything else is like a part of the job. But not that I really care. I just care. I think it does sting a little bit more when someone gets killed in this country and the person who's killing them is an illegal immigrant. I'm like, you're not even supposed to be here and you're killing some of our people. That's not cool. That's what I think. But anyways, these people who are complaining that this is the worst year ever, they didn't even get set ablaze by an illegal immigrant, So I think they are having a fine year. Also, I think a lot of people complain that we're having a bad year because Trump got elected president. I understand. But Biden was president the whole year. Okay? And that was a lot of fun. Remember how fun it was when he didn't remember anything and he went on TV for a presidential debate and he was dissing Trump on his golf skills? That was fun. And, the next 4 years, I think everyone just needs to be present, because I think people are like, oh no, Trump's president, like our whole world's going to explode. We don't really know that until it happens. And I don't like it when people are like, oh, well, if Kamala was president, then she would have fixed everything. How the fuck would you know? What if she made everything worse? That's what everyone said about Biden. They're like, oh, he's going to do so well. He has dementia. He didn't really... If things were done, I don't think it was because of necessarily him, but maybe because liberals were getting shit done. Either way, I'm not political. That's the thing that you need to remember about me. I don't do politics. I just comment about them. And I just dunk on them. That's what I do. In other news... I have been watching Oppenheimer for the past 4 days. This is the longest movie of all time. I swear to God, what is going on? I mean, it's a great movie, fantastic movie, but I feel like it counts as reading a book because every time, and I swear, I'm watching it and I'm having a great time, and every time I'm like, oh, I only have a little bit more good to go. I'm not even 25% done. I'm not even 25. I'm more than 25% away from it being close to the middle of the movie. But I swear it has to be over at any point now. But it's a great movie. I hope they do a lot of explosions. They are talking a lot. They're in this meeting. Most of the movie is them in a meeting if you haven't seen it. And then I don't know if they're going to show Hiroshima. I hope there's some action shots. Not of people dying, Justin. Just, I mean, if you're going to watch a movie about a bomb, you kind of want to see the bomb. I mean, if you're going to watch like a movie about the Holocaust and they don't show the Holocaust, you'd be like, not for nothing, but that's kind of why I'm watching it. It's the holidays. Okay. The holidays make me in this dark state of mind. I'm being evil. It's the El Diablo show. It's the El Diablo show. Okay. I'm allowed to be evil. El Diablo. Sorry. I messed up my own name. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. So something I wanted to do, just by the way, is some people, they don't really know how to go about the next year. They don't know like, oh, what should be my, New Year's resolutions. Well, do I have something for you? It's okay. Here, I got it right here. So it's called Good New Year's Resolutions. Don't be louder than the group that you're in. That's a good one. You know when you're talking in a group and there's one person that's like way too loud for the rest of it's not about extrovert, introvert. It's just like volume. It's like check New Year's resolution, check my volume. That's a good one. Follow Elle Orlando on Instagram. That one's easy. Stop posting videos of yourself crying online. I would love to see more of this. I don't know why when it's a joke, I get it and it's funny. But when it's earnest, it's like, are you okay? Some mental illness should be kept behind closed doors. Master a party trick, like making yourself disappear. That was mean. That was just like, oh, and then it says one that everyone will enjoy, making yourself disappear. No, that was just a joke. You could do like a spoon on your nose or something. That would be good. Like if you're socially awkward, put a spoon on your nose and people will be like, this guy makes me feel good. Spread a rumor about yourself that you're kind of a big deal. That's good. I do that all the time. Start a random conversation with your ex by sending them a text that says, I'm pregnant. And if your ex says, men can't get pregnant, say verbatim, it's 2025, grow up. So that would be a good one. Also, just to be good to see where your ex stands on that issue. Rename everyone in your contact list so you don't ever know who the fuck you're texting. That one's for my mentally chill people. Like if you just want to ruin your life and confuse everybody. If you want everyone to think you have schizophrenia, like that would be good. That would be a good one for you. Okay, ChatGPT gave me this one and some of these as well. Try a new accent when ordering food on the phone. Like if you're, and this is my suggestion, like if you're ordering Indian, for example, you would do like a British accent, right? Because that would make historically correct, because British people colonized Indian people, India, and then they made them work for them. So that, or you could do an Indian accent. Tell a funny joke about the Holocaust or 9/11. That's a good. There's not. They've Most of these jokes have been done already. So to write a new joke about 9/11 or the Holocaust, that would be pretty funny. And I think that's it. Oh, that's the end. So that's the end of that list. But try them out. If you try one, just let me know how it goes. Like I said, yes, I've been having a good year. Oh my God, guess what? I met Louie CK. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to say we hung out, which is, as you say, a lie. But so I met him at the stand, and then the next night he was there again. So the first time I met him, I felt very weird and uncomfortable, and I was like, I should not be talking to you, but I'm going to talk to you. And and I said, hi, my name's Elle. And he said, hi, are you a comic? And I said, yes. And he said, how long have you been doing it? And I, almost a little proudly, which is embarrassing, I was like, 5 years. And he said, that's literally nothing. So, yeah, I wanted to kill myself after, but it is literally nothing, because someone who opens for him, who's also like a fantastic comic, Adrienne Appalucci, I asked her how long she's been doing it, and she said 20 years. And I'm like, I'm literally nothing. And I kind of like that idea that, it's not a big deal. I'm like a baby, a 20-year-old versus a 5-year-old.
Exactly.
Just nothing. But he's so nice. He's so attentive. He makes, I would even say, too much eye contact, which people have said about me, and I didn't understand it, but now I kind of get it. It's not that it's too much. It's very polite and kind, and makes you feel like he's really listening to you. But then it's like just intimidating, I think, because it's like Louis CK. And then the second night, like I saw him perform, fucking hilarious. Just like all of his new material is so fucking good. And I talked to him after. So nice. I couldn't say one bad thing about him. This is a pro Balenciaga and a pro Louis CK podcast. And then I also met Jim Gaffigan this year. Another great, very nice, kind man. And that was really cool. And what else happened this year? I had like a thing with this like super rich guy. That was interesting. He was so crazy. But when he came to my apartment, he was like, oh, this is what he said. He said, oh, like my closet is like roughly the size of this apartment. Like if this apartment was like way bigger. He didn't say the way bigger part, but I knew that's what he meant, because he was just like, and then we hooked up, and then I never saw him again. Well, I saw him a couple more times, but then I never saw him again. But what did I learn from this? I learned that now when I hook up with someone at the spry age of 31, I feel like it just feels like I lost a bet. Like sex, it feels embarrassing. It feels like I lost a bet because I'm not embarrassed about the people I hook up with. It's more like I didn't really get any, like women don't really get anything out of sex, and some women do, and some women, like I've talked to girls who are like, I need a good dick in my vagina. Like they get really, you know what I'm saying? Like some girls are so crass and crude the way they talk about sex. It is so uncomfortable for me. And I want to be pro sex and progressive. And I'm not saying you shouldn't talk like that. If you want to talk like that, talk like that. I just feel like, la 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 la. Like I don't, it's very hard for me to talk to people in those conversations. And you know, there is a lot of women who's like, well, at least you got good sex. Good sex means nothing to me. That means nothing. What I would think would be fair is if anytime you had sex with a guy, they were legally obligated to hang out with you for like 24 hours after that. So then you could really get a sense of like what you actually did, like who you actually were with, and then you could be like, it could ground you a little bit and be like, yeah, this is, because I feel like when you hook up with someone, you like build all these things in your head, and then if you really got to know them, you'd be like, oh, they're just like, they're a person, and I still regret this. But you could regret it for different reasons. You know, you could regret it because you're like, oh, I actually am not attracted to them once. Because there's like a quote or something that says, if you have a crush, the best way to get over them is to get to know them. Right? So then, is this a toxic mindset? Not at all. I would see why you would think so, but it's not. It's very healthy to try to find any sort of reason why you should hate someone that you had sex with. Mentally sound, by the way, as they say. But so yeah, I did that, and then, but like most of the year was great. I think the Zany show was like the highlight of my year. It was amazing. And friends, had some good experiences, went to Austin, went to LA, saw Justin. Fantastic year overall. And so on that note, we're going to wrap up this episode, the New Year's Eve episode of El Diablo podcast. Thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, do all the things. Love you guys. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Goodbye, guys.